Benin, Togo, Nigeria, we are all from the motherland, Africa. Either you are African American, you are Caribbean, you have immigrant from Africa. This project is for all of us because we have the same issue. When you go to the bank, you might have even thousands of dollars in your saving, but sometimes you can be denied to have the same credit that someone else will come, even have the double. And as long as we don't think this way, to find a way out using these products, credit union to navigate, we'll be keeping the employees for people with whom we used to work, then we become our employers. So as long as we don't change our mindset to be see the similarities among us, and we have to be thinking from north, from south, from west, from English speaking, French speaking, knowing that those things were the consequence of a strategy to divide us, we never succeed. So what I retain here is, unlike the traditional bank, the credit union are social institutions, and their role is not just to make money, but is to use the money to develop their communities. And one of the main goals of Hero Credit Union is to educate ourselves. This morning I was with a group of people. We will say that even people, if you lack education, financial education, it's not the finance that you study in college. Financial education, if you don't know, you can have 10 million today. By tomorrow, you might not know how to do it that. And at the same time, somebody might have only just some pennies, but if they have the attitude, the knowledge how to make it work, they can do better than you. So one of the goals is education. And also she said something very relevant. We always say that black don't like black services or products. But even though she recognized that services, sometimes also we, the service providers, product providers, sometimes we don't stand out. So you cannot see something that is fake or which is the customer service something in the African store. It was expired. When he got home, he found out it is expired. When he returned, the lady refused to take it back. So if you have that experience, next time you not go there, you will go to Chinese, you go to Spanish, and the money does not circulate in our community. The money come and go out. While in other communities, the money will be there and everybody will use it. So thank you very much for your contribution. Before I give you guys a second round, is there anyone in the audience who want to add something? What do you think could be the role either of the first people that you see as leaders or the community leaders or the church? Because this is a holistic approach. We have to take it broadly. We are very late and we have to do our best so that we can get there. So I have thank you, I like that. So
you give it to us and we work diligently. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ido. I just want to ask some few more things that I think also will help out to what my sister has said earlier, the customer service. I believe also we're not just going to facilitate the credit for people, especially business owners. We should also have a service to follow up with those business owners, educate them on how they can handle their businesses. Because it's not just about getting the credit, they can get a credit and next time the business fails and they will come back and they cannot pay their obligation. But if we can have a department or education program to actually educate them on different concepts of their business, like a payroll, marketing, all those different things that we can provide them, or have somebody at the bank that can be the point of contact to always follow up with them on a monthly basis to make sure the business can run properly, that will be important as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amara. I just want to add a few points, especially in what leaders to be, especially the leaders who design and hire everybody. So, to me, leaders should be strategic thinker, which means that they should know where to bring after 5 years, and they should understand where to bring after 50 years, and also they should think and craft how other people know him or great. So we need to have a brand where people can understand in terms of integrity, in terms of branding, in terms of providing quality service. So this may need clear communication protocol, developing clear policies on all integration, holistic approach should be managed from all the leaders. So leaders should show the path behind the scene. Leaders should see to where to reach after 5 years, how many members we need to develop after 5 years and after 10 years, and also what will be our asset after 10 years. So also leaders should see the risk and also see and understand and manage all that risks that may anticipated in the coming years. So they also need to create holistic approach, stakeholders, and partnership, all that things. That's actually should work at community level leaders. But community level leaders, I would say that they should also understand to be more truthful to their community, and they should speak the same language. If this is a business to me, even though we are working with membership and we are benefiting our member, it's also a business. We are demanding our members to save their money, and we are demanding our community or members to take a loan, so we need to be truthful. Truthful should come up with understanding of the principles.
Thank you very much.
Okay, from you, and then I'm Bishop Leonard Kenny. First of all, we thank God for Emil Chu. Is he here? Okay, that's all right. That's right. Now, this is what I think we need to look at very closely. Emil, God gave him an idea. Emil is just a conduit to bring that idea to all of us. Now, this idea is implying to empower people, to ignite innovativeness in our lives, and pull creativity out of us. So, one of the things which I believe is going to cause people to connect to this idea is the ability to lay out the data, the mathematics. What can it make at such a time? And how? The people out there are dealing with day-to-day challenges. The truth is, the name, whether it is Hebrew or John or whatever, is not even an issue to them if they figure out, can it make their lives better? Now, when it comes to the word Hebrew, I really think that one of the ways to simplify this challenge, when Dr. Emil came to Chicago, I'm in Chicago, he said something very interesting in the last meeting we had. He said, Hebrew has something to do with the sent one, or the chosen, I think we can use it a simple definition so that it does not turn into something else that we're going to talk about. What does it mean? For example, I have my name Kaino. I define it as flowing blessings. Just saying that is enough. I don't need to get into all the mathematics of that name. So the Hebrew, if you can just simplify it in a simple way, like a sent one or something, can remove too much friction somewhere. Okay, now another point is this. As he said there, that gentleman, he said this is a business. Precious people of God, we have to put money in it. Because when we put money, then the federal system can revenue it. We get more revenue when we have put money in the thing. I'm invested in a lot of companies here. I understand investment. I've owned, brokerage accounts. When I go to trade a stock, I don't care about his name. I look at the volume, I look at his performance, and then I try to look where is it going. I study the news. I can make a decision in 5 minutes and buy stocks in a company, and where it has nothing to do with their names and so on. I'm go there to make money. So I really believe that the people, we need to understand this is a business, this is a money-making machine, and we have to have the language to let people that know that when they get on the board, they are getting something. And then another point which I want to make, the last one, very important. This credit union gives us ability to meet one another. Meet one another. This is a powerful force. You need me and I need you. And if we take that road where everybody knows he needs another, it can be even easier to pull it to a higher level. We are going to meet at funerals, weddings, gifts. We give you some money. When we know you're connected, we send you something. But we have to have all that combination and then push it off so that somebody may know what they are getting out of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before I continue, I have a lot of hand raised. We just have 45 minutes, so which we are already there. So I would like to ask you guys to be brief and so that we can wrap up and go to the next.
Okay, so as leaders, one of the things, I want to tie in the two facts that we brought in here, the risk and the data. So one of the things that as leaders we need to do, I would love for us to introduce like a rating system where among peers, where we're each encouraged to understand our community, understand our Hebrew community, what are the products that we design for this community, make sure that they're products that get all of us and all interests that can make money. Like you said, when you're doing brokerage, you have to understand the product, where it's going in the future. So we live in a changing environment. We have to design products that are suitable for our Hebrew community and not to match whatever society we are influenced by. So, and if we rate ourselves on how well we can design these products, we will definitely have a say in how much profit we make out of it. Also, financial education and literacy for our youth. As a world that's aging, we have to ensure that we design products that are more encouraging to the youth and the children so that they become more entrepreneurial and they're able to invest and duplicate business systems across the continents as we would want it. So those are the kind of products we should be looking at and investing in people who know how to research and use data to design those products.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. My name is Diane Dyer. I would piggyback a little bit from what she said in terms of the education. As a business person, access to money is really difficult sometimes. Another problem is also coming in as a diaspora population. You are not educated on money and how money works in this economy. So by the time you get to the point where you want to develop a business also, you may have already screwed up on your credit. And so if there was a system where we can intercept that early on and have that education right off, like as soon as you get it, this is how this economy works. And this is what you ought to do and protect. Because really, no matter how you speak money, if you don't have that credit, nobody talks to you. And so then it becomes frustrating. So just being able to trickle down that information early on will really enable us. And then, just the disadvantage of Black people. So if you can have those programs enable teaching us how to get those fundings, I think it will be really critical, fundamental to the well-being of the community. And it will also build trust vice versa of how we can then put back into that particular process. I can't just put your money anywhere if that trust is not established. Thank you.
I'll make it very short. My name is Adeola Jayola. I'm the VP of Finance. One thing I want to add to what most people have been saying is that we need to craft the vision for this organization. and make it plain, like the Bible says, and write it down and keep it before us all the time as leaders, because you have to have that vision when you're operating in any institution, in any decision you're making, in any plan that you're making. We have to continuously have that vision before us all the time for we to know, for us to know where we're going. And that will help us also to be united when we are one vision and we are following that vision. So that's one thing that we need to have a vision session that we craft out and say, this is what shall be, or this is what we are looking at, this is what we are targeting as leaders. One other thing I just wanted to share briefly is any opportunity to market the organization, we should take it. For example, I'm having my birthday December 14th in Dallas, and Dr. Emil has been put on the program to be able to share the vision. That I'm sure they'll be able to connect with both Nigerians and from different parts, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to recruit more people into the credit union as we continue to share and also have a vision before us.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. My name is Shiva JJ Hakiza. I'm honored to be with you here. I live here in Maryland. My aunt is Catherine, and she came from Dallas, so she told me about this great institution that is being formed. I'm in the financial industry, and in my work, I work in different communities. I have a large Asian client base. And what I saw specifically, I have a large Bangladeshi community. And what, if you go, there's a part of Silver Springs called the White Oak area. And that neighborhood probably has about 200 families, most of them Indian and from Bangladesh. And what I learned by working with my clients there, you have somebody who comes from their home country. They would stay first in the basement with their family, would be a husband, wife, and a kid, in the basement of somebody else who owns a house on the top. So it's a self-contained basement kind of apartment. And what happens is, that person who's living in the basement is paying the mortgage for the person who lives on the first floor. And so what has happened, when we usually go into the family's house, I find 2, sometimes even 3 families in that one house. I've seen it also in Burmese community. That's also a part of our client base. So where there's not an issue of pride, oh, I can't stay here because I'm my own man. No, you came into this country as an immigrant, for most of us. And so that means you have to humble yourself to the point to say, let my brother help me, lift me up to a certain point that I can now be able to now pay a mortgage of my own. So they don't move from that basement apartment into another apartment. They move into a house that now they own, and then somebody else that comes to the country lives in their basement and then pays their mortgage. So how about if we are credit unions provide mortgages. We put monies together, start buying real estate. And then you build properties that can be able to house more than one family. And then those people that are coming in don't go and pay somebody else's mortgage outside of our community and make them rich, but then equity starts being built in the African community. Because what is killing us as people is we don't have net worth. We are living paycheck to paycheck and we don't have savings. And you build equity so that now you can go take some of that equity from your house, go buy a bit, go invest in a business. Because now you have credit worthiness. So let us use samples from other communities that have been affected, because they say in the Jewish community, the dollar goes around 12 times. In other communities, with Chinese, 10, however many times. In the African and the Black community, it goes in once and goes out. It doesn't come back. Let's reinvest in our own people. Thank you so much.
Patrick here, Deputy Chair for the State of Texas. And I just have a couple points here because of time. We are all leaders in here, and we have a responsibility to advance this credit union to the next level. It's important that we look into our contribution. The true leadership is based on purpose. You gotta know what your purpose is. Vision, passion, and principle. So we have to look at each other and ourselves, because it really starts with us, and cultivate those things. You have to have passion about what it is that you're selling. And if you don't have passion, you can ask for it or you can cultivate it. Before you sell anything to anybody, you have to give them an adequate money why they should buy the product that you are buying, that you're selling. You have to define that. So, why are you here? Why are you a leader? What is it that you're selling? You have to break that down and have an elevator pitch to sell to anybody before you go to them. You have no right to ask anybody to buy anything from you without planting in their minds an adequate model. So that is on us as leaders, self-development, know your why you're in here, very powerful. Tie your why to your vision, the vision of the credit union. What's your why? Find it, and that takes self-development. I urge every leader that is in here to take time throughout the day to develop your leadership skills. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I know that a lot of people will do the reverse. Okay, I want to catch up on my mistake in the beginning. So, could you, hearing what everybody said, what you have your self-thoughts, do you have anything to add so that the leadership, the organization, and everybody know their responsibility, their roles, and everybody should play so that our organization becomes successful? So, on the floor.
I just want to say thank you to everyone that really contributed towards this vision, and all of your contributions were very, very excellent. You're very open. If you meet Dr. Emile, you can tell that he's very receptive and open to feedback, because he's willing to do what it takes to give our community the best. I just want to say one thing. Most people talk about financial education. They brought up a very good point, saying that it's not about the money, but follow up and see how they're using the money, just to make sure that they make the best out of the money that they borrowed. Part of the credit union, part of what we're doing is also financial education as well, business education. So it's not just about giving the money, we also have it in the plan to also educate the people on how to use the money that they get from the credit union. And also financial education, just like she mentioned, for the youth that is growing up to know how to use the money so their credit is not messed up before they get the money out of it. That's also part of the goal. And thank you for the other suggestions. I know that it's really, our leaders have received it, and they're definitely going to work towards it to make sure that the community get the best out of us.
Thank you, Sister Uche. Dr. Jonas, do you have any added value to what everybody has said already?
Yes, I want to thank everybody for your contribution. I just want to add what motivated me to join this effort is actually the fact to break the individualism, the way that we work among ourselves, to be able to work together, and what is better to have it coupled with a financial development, because we need money to do anything in this country. And as an African, if we can get our head together, we can do a lot of things. Individually, we are strong, but together, we are powerful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's very simple. Mr. Peter, individually we are strong, together we are powerful. What's your last word for this panel?
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. For me, everyone, I'm learning a lot. Really what I want to draw my emphasis on is, as leaders, we need to begin, if we haven't started yet, to believe in God more than ever. This is going to, but also not stopping there. We need to now even start believing and trusting in each other as leaders. And there's a reason I'm saying this, but this is very important for us to be successful. And also, this is going to be very hard based on our past, how we've been told, but it's very much needed for this vision and mission to prosper. And lastly, I want to say that we also need to stop criticizing every small detail that we are seeing that is happening, and then begin giving constructive solutions, as well as do what is right if you have the opportunity. So that's what I wanted to end with. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will summarize what I learned. I learned a lot from you guys, from the audience, and the most important thing is we should believe in what we are doing. And for those who are still doubting, we want your doubts to wipe away, because this is going to be successful. We will go to the end. So be passionate. Have a passion of talking about this project. Don't be afraid, ashamed. Hebrew is not because we are Jews. We are not. We just. It's a name that brings us together. Either you are Muslim, you are Christian, or are no believers. That's the idea of community. And again, a lot of people mention education. We have to put emphasis, focus on education, and learn from others who succeed. The lady, our sister who talked there, said Bangladesh, they have a strategy. So if the strategy work, why can't we learn from them? We have to come together. If we cannot even live in the same house, how can we even think about working together? So together, somebody said that individually we are strong, together we are powerful. I have a hand, but I'm sorry, can I take you when we go to the second panel? For now, we want to go for lunch. And please, guys, help me give a round of applause to our panelists. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your participation. So I see you in maybe 20 to 25 minutes after.